Hey guys, it's Kay from breathehustleglow.com. Today we're gonna be talking about relationships and getting the hell out of toxic ones. So I was in a relationship for a very long time that kind of killed me inside. Yeah, it did, but I finally got out of it. So now I'm really passionate about talking about toxic relationships, talking about when you should get out of one, when the signs you should be looking for, the red flags, how not to avoid them. I want to really speak on all of that because when you're in a toxic relationship, sometimes it's so easy to feel like you're alone and that no one else has been through this stuff, but it's really not true. But today in particular, we're talking about 3 things you should do after you finally get out of that toxic relationship. Congratulations, girl. You're on your way to a better, happier, more stress-free life. I've been living that life for the last year now, and I'm so freaking happy. Like, I wish I had done it sooner. I wish I had ended that relationship sooner. But like I said, we try not to regret. We reflect on the past, and we're just gonna make better future decisions, right? Okay. So after breaking up with the ex, what we're not gonna do, ladies, we're not going to talk to him. We are having no communication. Unless you have a kid, that makes it kind of hard. You're obviously gonna have to talk to him. But if there's nothing that ties you guys, you need a clean break. Do not talk to him. Block him on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, freaking Pinterest, LinkedIn, Indeed, email addresses, phone numbers. Literally everything. No contact, okay? Because that's how you get sucked back into the toxic cycle. Toxic relationships especially are tricky because it's so easy to get sucked right back in because it's like a vicious cycle of making up and breaking up, and it's bad. So you cannot talk to him. Make the decision that you deserve better than what he's giving you, and do not go back. Do not look back, okay? We're only looking forward. Do not look through the rear view mirror, okay? Seriously. I made this mistake at least freaking 500 times. I would break up with my ex and be like, I'm done with him. I'm never going back. And then, I would get lonely. I would be bored. I'd be sad. And then I would want comfort from him. And I wasn't strong enough at the time. I would be like, you know what? Fine. I'll just have a friendly conversation with him. And then, of course, we'd just fall back into things like normal. And we'd end up breaking up again 2 weeks later. And I'd be miserable and sad and depressed again. And the cycle would just start all over. It's terrible. Do yourself a favor. Make up your mind that you're not going to talk to him. He's going to probably try to contact you doing crazy things. Ignore him. You don't need him. Think what I did. You know what actually I did? I made a list of all the bad things he had ever done to me. And then, when I would start feeling weak and like I wanted to talk to him, I would read that list over. Because you have to be honest with yourself. And then I would tell myself, if I had a daughter, would I want her to be treated by a man like this? If the answer is no, then there's no reason for you to talk to him. Absolutely none. Number 2 would be, after leaving a toxic relationship or a bad relationship, you need to embrace your emotions. I did the exact opposite of this. After my breakup, I literally just pushed all my emotions down inside, repressed them, and I just tried to move on. I just started talking to new guys. I started going out on dates again. I didn't address anything that I was feeling. I didn't think that I should even be sad because I was so disgusted by him by the end of things. I was like, you know what? He doesn't even deserve 1 ounce of emotion from me. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to feel depressed. I don't want to feel anything. I just shut my emotions off. Like for the freaking vampires and Vampire Diaries, I just flipped the switch and I was like, okay, I'm done. But that wasn't good because I'm not a zombie, I'm not a vampire, I'm not a robot, and I did have emotions. Even though things were bad, for the longest time I had considered him my best friend. He was the person I talked to every single day, and so at the end of the day, I still felt like I lost something. I didn't let myself grieve that loss, and so I carried it around with me for such a long time. I would be with other guys and I would still be thinking about my ex when I got home. It was just like, why can't I get this guy out of my head? It's because I never let myself acknowledge the feelings that I was feeling and work through them. You can't move on through something until you actually face it. It's like facing your demons. You can't face the demons until you acknowledge them. How can you face something that you don't even know is there, you know? So be sad. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel depressed. I honestly had to give myself like a couple of days just to be sad in my bed. And I actually felt so much better after finally admitting to myself that I was actually affected by the breakup. And that I was sad about it. You see, I'm still saying a little sad. No, I was sad about it. I was sad that my relationship did not work out. I was sad that the relationship I went into when I was a 17-year-old girl, that I had all these dream fantasies about, it didn't end up in happily ever after. And that's perfectly okay. That's fine. Every girl wants that fairy tale ending. And I just had to accept that I didn't get it and that I was sad about it. And that's perfectly okay. Your feelings are valid, okay? That's really what I'm saying to you. Your feelings are valid. Let yourself feel them, and so you can actually healthily move on. And then the last thing that's also super important after coming out of a bad breakup, for like moving on and feeling happy in the future, is to forgive yourself. They always say that you should forgive the other person, but I mean, honestly, fuck the other person, whatever. You need to forgive yourself, because, you know, I mean, me, it was so easy. It was so easy. I would ask myself, why would you let this guy talk to you like that? Why did you stay so long? Like, why would you put yourself through that? I was being so judgmental on myself. I was like victim blaming myself. I was so mad at me for letting myself be treated like that. But you know, at the end of the day, there were so many reasons, so many whys as to why I stayed in the relationship so long. It's like, you know, I had to like look at it from an outside view. Me and him, we were together like every day, all day, you know, fighting all the time, but I still thought he was my like best friend, and I was really isolated, so I only talked to him. And so he was making me feel like I was like the crazy one, that I was the one doing something wrong. And so I was like, you know what, well, maybe if I stay, I can like fix it, I can change it, I can do whatever. It doesn't even matter. But you need to forgive yourself, because that's the only way you're really gonna feel at peace in the future. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope this helped you. I hope you liked the video. I hope you subscribe to the channel. If you want to read this in written form, check out my blog, breathehustleglow.com. I hope to see you soon. Bye.